Hey guys, welcome back to the Vanity podcast. This is the 10th episode. We are on double digits now. It's quite amazing. I am joined by too many people for headphones.
Hello, I don't have one.
Yes. So we're going to start by introducing everybody. Amal.
Hello, it's me.
Kenny.
Well, he just said it.
Kill yourself.
Connor.
Get your own.
Hi.
Hey.
And that's Garrett.
Shit.
They are both.
All right, do it again.
Wait your turn, pussy.
So, how was everybody's weekend?
It's great so far. We get to watch Connor suffer while he plays Beat Saber today. That was pretty
fun.
epic.
Oh yeah, that was. I like that.
To be
a lot.
fair, I made a lot of progress for only trying for 25 minutes
Hey,
on
hold
a
up,
hard
hold
song.
up.
Amazing. Hold
Wow.
it, and then you guys can share.
Expert plays.
Yeah, but now every time the mic is
These
passed,
are
you're
500
you're gonna
IQ
hear.
players.
You're
very,
just gonna
it's
hear.
very quiet.
It's not that bad.
It's very quiet.
But recently, I got a VR headset, and we've all been in my room playing it up until like 5 a.m.
Yes.
We've all been invading your personal space.
Yeah.
Yes. But I don't have personal space because I don't go to sleep. So
yes.
I just kind of exist in my room, and
No.
sometimes you guys come in there.
I thought about that actually the other day. I was like, I don't think I've ever actually legitimately seen Amal sleep. Because whenever I go to bed with him still playing Beat Saber, and then I wake up and I'm walking downstairs to make breakfast, and I hear him watching YouTube, and I'm like, so when do you actually gain any sleep?
There was one
don't.
time. There was one time I saw him asleep, and it's because it was the day after he moved in, and I went to check up because you didn't move in with a bed.
Uh-huh.
You got your bed like 3 days after you moved in. So I went up to check on you because I felt bad that you were going to be sleeping on the floor. And I creaked the door open. And there you were, asleep on the floor. And that's the only time
floor.
I've seen you sleep.
So yeah, I don't know if we actually said this, but everybody's moved in now.
Well, except for those two.
Yes.
Yeah, we don't live here.
But from
Yeah, get the fuck out.
yeah.
Get out of our house.
So no, from the previous podcast, from who I said was going to move in is now all in. But yeah, I legitimately thought that it was
So far.
a myth that you slept, and so the closest that I have gotten to seeing you sleep was this morning when I knocked on your door and said, "Hey, I'm going to make some chicken nuggets," because I woke up at 2:00, and I was like, "Hey, I'm going to make some chicken nuggets. Do you want any?" And you go, "Hold on," and then I hear you like get out of bed, and then I was like, can you just answer the question? And then you walk over to the door, you open it up, and you go, what? It's like the sunlight hit your eyes. And I was like, I'm going to make nuggets. Do you want any? You go, yeah, sure.
It wasn't about simply answering your question. It was the fact that he had to T-pose to assert his dominance on you.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
I mean, also, I never heard your question. All I heard was, wah, 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 wah. And I went, what? Hold on. Let me get in bed so I can hear this guy.
Yeah. So then, fun fact, while I went to go make the nuggets, I normally make my chicken nuggets in the microwave. But this time I was like, since I'm making them for them all too, I want to make them all nice and crisp, so I'm going to do it in the oven. So I grabbed the thing, and I was like, how do I make these in the oven? And then it was like, air fryer. And I was like, I have one of those. And so then I plugged it in, and it was my first time ever using the air fryer. But, oh my goodness.
Those boys
Perfection.
came out crispy.
Yeah, they were.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say how bad it came.
Oh, no. It was great. They were so
I never
perfectly
knew
done.
air could fry chicken nuggets.
Yeah.
We also have a bacon maker that we've yet to open.
Really?
Nice.
We have that?
Yeah. We told you about it. It's just we haven't opened it. It's still in our room.
Very cool.
You have to try as many things as you can that aren't bacon in that.
We have many things that we don't use anymore. Because the other day, in the pots and pans little area where at first it was a mess and then I reorganized it.
Oh, you did? I didn't even know.
Well, fuck you.
Fair enough.
But I found like I don't even know what it was. It was this super rusty can that was kind of like had a grated middle area. So I'm assuming so you could pour something through and filter it.
Uh-huh.
But I'm sitting there going, what the fuck is this? I swear if you use this for anything, you would die of tetanus.
It's the poor man's fleshlight, obviously.
Oh my god.
That would hurt.
Yeah, no, there was
That was the joke.
There's a lot of stuff in that cabinet that we haven't used in a long time. So honestly, I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about.
I don't know what it was. I just was like I kept a lot of stuff in there, but there was that, for example. I just went, I'm not letting us use this. I'm throwing this away.
Yeah, and you can tell that there's a lot of stuff in this house that you don't remember exists,
Yeah.
considering we looked in the fridge in the garage
Oh no.
for extra space for
Yeah.
when we got all our groceries.
Oh,
yeah.
There were waffles from like 2013 in the freezer.
It's not like they were like disgusting. It's
No,
just
right.
they were like a block of ice.
Yeah,
just
they were
frosted
freezer
over.
burned to the point where they
Yeah.
were ice cubes.
Yeah.
There were 2 different sets of waffles in there that when we checked the expiration date, it had been so long between them that there was a difference in how they worded the expiration date. It was like, best if used by, and then the other one was like, you definitely gotta use this by this date.
So yeah, there was a lot like that in the fridge before we got the new one, because my dad took the old fridge, unfortunately, because the old one had a big ass freezer on the bottom, and I missed that because now it's just like it's the regular fridge where where it's like the left door is the freezer, and it's so tiny. It's so fucking
So
tiny.
fucking buy a new one, forehead.
I got that fridge for free, and I'd rather not spend a lot of money on a refrigerator.
So stop complaining.
I will complain till I die.
That's fair.
Speaking of expensive, I've told, I think everyone knows about it at this point. But maybe you don't, Connor.
Oh no, you mentioned it in the Discord server,
Oh,
and it's
yeah.
it's a big boy purchase.
Oh yeah, okay. Well, that's not what I was referring to.
The
expense.
dildo.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
I'm getting my first dildo tomorrow, so it'll be an experience.
Bad Dragon.
Of course,
Perfect.
the largest size they have.
Why would you not get it from Goop?
I don't know what the fuck Goop is. What kind of operation is it?
Someone
Gwyneth
doesn't watch the
Paltrow's-
podcast.
Gwyneth Paltrow's
You're right.
company.
No, but my current PC, after playing VR on it after so long, I've noticed that there is some intense stuttering that happens, and I am sitting there going, well, it's not the graphics cards, because I literally just replaced that because I couldn't run the VR headset with my previous 1070 graphics card, and so I got a 2080 Super, which was, I want to say, $700-800.
Jesus.
And then I put a 2-year warranty on that bitch. So if anything like that happens again, where it gets dusted over or heat damaged, I can replace it.
And it glows.
It glows. And I made it glow so that it's green when it's cool inside the PC and then red when it gets too hot. So,
That's cool.
But I'm doing the same thing except with a smaller PC because my friends over, they live on Custer.
Mm-hmm.
But they also like playing VR. Thing is, I don't like lugging my mid-tower Corsair crystal around all the time,
Makes
especially when it's late at night and I have no more physical energy because we're playing Beat Saber all day. So I'm getting a mini tower now and a bunch of parts in there. It's gonna have an i9 core. It's gonna have 64 gigs of RAM, 2080 Super. Maybe I'm gonna downgrade the graphics card a little bit, but we'll see how that goes. Or I'll get a Titan and jump the price up by another $300.
No, that sounds fancy and all, but can it run Adobe Flash?
Yes.
Speaking of that, did you guys hear about Flash?
Can it run
God.
Peggle?
It's not called Flash anymore, is it?
No.
They discontinued
well, then
it.
it's useless.
Yeah.
If,
Throw it
if
away.
it can't
Well,
run
they
Peggle, then
rebranded
what's
it.
the
What
point?
is it like?
Did
now?
they rebrand it?
Well, yeah. I mean, there's a
'Cause I-
program that's essentially.
Oh wait, no, yeah,
Flash,
no. I
but-
think I heard that they did like they had to, or it was just like a
It sounded more like they just stopped supporting it, and then they got so much backlash that they're like, okay, let's not do that,
I know. Google Chrome isn't going to support Flash at the end of this year.
which is stupid because one of the ways I play my trading card game is
By
through Flash.
But back to what I was saying though, the expensive project isn't that computer. So eventually, I want to have this room upstairs. Like when you just exit this room and you go to the right, there's this massive room that we just have a bunch of clutter in. I want to clean that area up and put a massive table down and basically make that a LAN area filled with a bunch of
That'd
gaming
be cool.
computers. So not necessarily like 2080 i9 64 gigs of RAM like my current computer that I'm building, but definitely something where it's like we can all sit down and play Minecraft or get like a group subscription together and play World of Warcraft or some shit.
Make the
Or something like
setup
that.
more expensive
Can
than
all
the
watch-
house.
Yeah. Like if
question
we
is,
lose
how-
the upstairs, then it's all over.
The question is, how much is that going to cost?
A lot. But
Yeah.
at the same time, it's not as much as you think because if I just spend like a moderate amount, because honestly, I could spend a moderate amount, make a PC almost as good as that, and spend less than like 1.7K. easily.
Just get a big U table.
Yeah, that.
And that's why you can just have a bunch of them, like, fuck.
And then we can all watch
Surrounded.
porn together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What he's saying is he does accept donations.
PayPal.com.
Well, that's not what I was saying.
Remember,
It's a financial
fund us through our Patreon.
You're wrong. I'm not begging for money. You're begging for money.
It's for the sake of a joke.
I'll kill you.
Okay.
I already have my hentai machine. I don't need another.
It's called my phone.
I still need to build a PC, but they're expensive as shit.
Well,
hentai machine.
yeah.
Okay, Minecraft and hentai
That's
machine.
That's what PC
You're right.
stands for.
The Minecraft hentai machine.
Yes.
Porn computer.
You gotta love the Minecraft squids. Their
What?
tentacles.
Oh.
Hentai! It's a hentai joke. Thank you.
In modded Minecraft, there are tentacles. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
I need to build a custom PC too. I did actually. I looked back because I had it pre-built on what's it called, PC Part Picker.
Yeah.
And so I had it all like set up and everything, and then I went, but I haven't changed it in like a year and a half.
Oh,
and I
so a
went
lot of those
through-
parts are probably outdated.
Yeah, and so I went through and I looked at it and I was like, because I was not as well educated as I was now. So I realized that I didn't actually put an SSD in there, and so now I did.
Oh, you did have an
Probably
SSD.
have an SSD.
So
Those
I
are
did put an
little
SSD
important.
You get all your computer parts in, and you go, well, why is it turning it on? Why is it going?
I had-
I bought all the parts for my computer. I just forgot the cord to plug it in.
No,
Why
it's
isn't
like
it working?
Yeah, no.
It's like this. Oh fuck! I don't remember which subreddit it was on, but it was. I think it was malicious compliance. Have you guys heard of that subreddit?
not.
I have.
So it's basically when someone's like, "Hey, I need you to do this," and you're like, "You know that's gonna be bad, right?" And they're like, "I don't, just do it," and you're like, "Okay," and you fuck them up. This
In real life.
yes,
Yeah,
this
you beat the
company,
shit out of them.
this company was like, we're trying to downgrade or upgrade our computers, and we're trying to remove clutter. So we need to remove all the boxes. We're gonna keep the screens, and they're like,
Wait, when you say remove boxes, you mean like
let me finish.
Computer part
Hold on,
boxes?
I'll get there.
Okay. I just
And they're like, okay, by the boxes, do you mean like modems or routers? And they're like, no, like the boxes that connect to the computer. And they're like, those are the computers. And they're like, trust me, I was in tech for 5 years. I know what a computer is, and we don't need the boxes. We just want the screens because it's too much space. And they're like, no, seriously, if you do that, it will not work. And they're like, I believe I know more about tech than you, even though you're tech service. So just get someone to remove them. So the guy said, okay, and hired a service. No, it wasn't malicious compliance. It was I don't remember what it was.
We'll just say it's malicious compliance.
But because the tech support didn't call the people. The guy said, I'm going to get some people to do it for cheaper than you because you guys won't do it. So the man hires a company. They remove the computers and then call the tech service saying, hey, our computers don't work. Can you restart our Wi-Fi? And they said, did you remove the boxes? And they're like, well, yeah, of course we did. You fuckers removed the computers. They don't work. And so he's like, whatever, just restart the Wi-Fi. So they informed the GM, and he's like, what the fuck did you do? Like, you just sold all of our computers. You removed all of our computers with company assets and information that's vital to the company that we don't have backups for.
Absolutely amazing.
And then when they tracked down the people that did it, he didn't hire a company. He just hired some random people, and they stole all the computers.
Those are the big brain plans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They stole all the computers, and they never got them back.
That's great.
I would hope not.
So
At least now they learned a fucking lesson.
yeah,
They didn't just lose those computers that day. They lost their jobs.
the guy did lose his job.
I remember thinking that the monitor was the computer when I was 7.
Yeah. Imagine not knowing that not a lot of stuff fits in the space of your monitor that's this big.
That's why almost all all-in-one PCs are garbage.
Yeah.
Isn't a
Speaking of
laptop an
garbage-
all-in-one PC?
Speaking
No,
of,
shut the fuck up.
Speaking of garbage PCs, it was like a year ago or something. But at one point, The Verge, I think, they built a $2,000 PC, and they did every step of the way incorrectly.
Like purposefully or
No, not purposefully. Like it was. So basically, it's one of those things where you hire you get someone on there, right? And if you're first time building your PC, you think to yourself like, oh yeah, what he's saying makes a lot of sense. But then, because I didn't find this video through just their build itself, because I actually took down the video because of how much shit it was getting and catching. I found it because there were 4 different people reacting to the video at this, like, in conjunction. So I'm like, I gotta see these guys trash this stuff. So, like, literally, the dude could not put in a part without these 4 dudes trashing the shit out of him.
Yikes.
Oh my god, it was funny. So, do you guys know what, like, I assume you know what thermal paste is, right?
Yes.
Okay. So basically, the CPU, I'm assuming that's a no.
I didn't say it.
Okay. Well, you look at,
What's a CPU?
I'll kill you. But he puts in the
Central porn
CPU.
unit.
Mind you,
Yeah.
Wait, what'd you say?
It's a central porn unit.
yeah. But he puts the CPU in. Mind you, he puts it in after he puts the motherboard in and then a bunch of other stuff, which technically you can do, but it's easier to work with the motherboard outside of the case of the computer. But anyway, that doesn't matter because that's like a personal preference thing, I guess. So he puts the CPU in, and he goes, okay, so now we need to stick this the cooler on, right? And I'm like, how is he going to fuck this up? And he goes, so the radiator comes with a nice, neat layer of thermal pasting around it. But we are going to add a little bit extra because it's good PC building practice. This dude looks
no.
like James got his hands on a bottle of ketchup
Oh,
and went to
no.
town. Oh my god.
Well,
It was
So-
great.
For those who don't know, James puts an excessive amount of ketchup on everything.
Yes.
It is so to the point that when we were having Thanksgiving dinner one year, he took the ham and held it
yeah,
like a
yeah.
taco and scooped the ketchup into it. And it literally ruined the night.
The whole
Puts
mood
ketchup
was-
on ham.
That's what we said.
Exactly, it's James.
That's a fair point.
Dude, it's so gross.
But I mean, like, everything this dude did was absolutely wrong. He got the radiator, right? Or like and you know how radiators are.
Please.
I'll kill you. Shut the fuck up. I'll break that on your face. But radiators have fans through them, right? Because they're radiators. The dude didn't have the fans in the radiators.
Do they have an OnlyFans?
Oh my god.
I don't understand.
Let's just keep going.
I don't understand.
Well, of all people, you should.
I more just didn't hear him. So, whatever. Okay. But he didn't have, and you know how for those of you who don't know, there's obviously different size screws for different parts of the fan, or the radiator. Well, he got the long screws, and he started putting them through to where the radiator connects to the case when you're supposed to use the short screws for that. The long screws are for the fans that are supposed to go inside the radiator, so you screw them in and make sure they stay. Every single thing this dude did just horrified me. Because even I knew. Like, he put his RAM cards in wrong. And then he put them in next to each other. And you're supposed to space them out in order to get, like, the actual usage out of the RAM card. If you don't do that, then it's just going to be like, oh, we're only reading 8 gigs of RAM if
Yeah.
you have 2 8 cards. But every single thing this dude did was wrong. And everyone that was reacting to this said, that PC's going to die in a week. At the very, like, most.
I mean,
it'll
just
last.
putting too much thermal paste alone is going to destroy
I
your
was gonna
PC.
say,
Yeah.
I really want to see like exactly how much thermal paste you put on that. Like,
Dude,
did he empty the tube like toothpaste where he rolls it
It,
up?
it felt like it.
and got the rest out.
Like, cause he even had a spreader thing that you could just like use to spread the thermal paste around.
Just like you're
in
making a
case-
peanut butter sandwich. He's just like
Yeah.
spreading it
No, he
layers
didn't
and
even-
layers.
All over the
That's
motherboard.
issue. like
I
there's-
love CPU sandwich.
Thermal paste.
But here's the fundamental thing you guys are getting wrong here. Because at least with like if you're making a sandwich, you spread it out, right?
Yeah.
No. This
He's
dude
put
took
clumps?
this dude just took the thing and just squirted it all over until it filled the
Oh,
bread.
nice. Yeah.
Like,
Dude.
It's the new duct tape. Solves all your problems.
oh
He
my
like
God.
covers the fan blades. It'll make the air cooler.
And actually, a little life hack for you. I like to bathe in thermal paste here.
Man builds computer, gone wild, gone stupid.
But like after I watched that, I was so thoroughly disgusted because even the cable management, this thing looked like a rat's nest. Just aside from how fucked up the parts were, so I was like, someone, please save me. So I go through and like look, and some dude actually did the PC like as it was meant to be built, and how it would look if he properly put everything in. And I came from how good that thing looked. I was like, and it made me even just that much more upset that I'm like, holy shit, if this dude just knew what he was doing, I'd never have to go through
I
this.
really, really hope that the video that The Verge uploaded was titled "How to Build a PC."
Oh no, it was just titled like, we built a $2,000 gaming PC.
Jesus.
That was it.
In parentheses,
I remember-
first time.
So
Yeah.
so I saw a video.
Non-dumbass version.
I saw a video a while ago,
Okay.
and say what you will about RGBs. This guy, Linus Tech.
Yes,
Yep.
tech
Tips.
Yeah,
Did you see his video where he built a PC that every part was RGB?
I think I may have seen it in my recommended, and
It
I saw
looked
the like thumbnail.
Sexy as shit. Like it was all from the same company. The monitor had it, the mouse had it, the keyboard had it.
The mouse pad had it.
Yeah,
He had it.
his dick had it. No, but like
At the very end, he just looks at the camera and he's covered in lights and he's like, "What is happening?"
This is how you build a
it's
PC.
like, but yeah, the fans, the CPU,
How to intimidate
the
your
case, like everything had an element of, even the graphics card
Yeah.
had an element of RGB in it, and the shit looked really nice.
Oh yeah,
Probably look gay as fuck though, depending.
it was
on the
probably
color.
very expensive.
He had it set to red, and it was a black case, so
Nice.
it looked really.
You have
that
no
got- that
idea
blends
how
well.
hard I tried to not get RGBs, and then I did without knowing. And I was like,
why did you
God
try
damn
your
it.
best to not get RGB?
Because I don't care about RGB.
Well,
But
you're
it
just
makes it
not a
look
gamer
good.
then.
Well,
If you don't like lights, then you're not a gamer. Have
I
you
literally
seen my
don't-
room?
like I
I just use my computer to play stuff. I'm not like, yeah, look at my computer.
Okay, well, first of all, you're wrong. You should always, anytime someone enters your room, the first thing they should notice is your computer.
You should say,
If
"Hey,
that's-
have you seen my PC?"
You could be naked, and the first thing they should notice is your PC.
Yeah.
That's
What
why
about what about when you stream? Because you're
Oh,
gonna.
yeah.
I know you're gonna have.
I don't have a computer cam.
Just hold
You
it.
should,
Just hold
though.
it in your lap.
have it. You can give yourself a view of you. You say hi to the camera, and then. No, I know that one doesn't. But
And then you have a view of your PC, your personal cock.
Yeah.
as opposed to your public cock.
That way everyone can see when it's overheating and explodes.
Well, that's it. The podcast's over. We can't get any better than that.
Here we go.
Oh,
Wow.
God.
Keep going.
Oh no, I was done there.
Oh, okay.
That was it.
Yeah.
But
We can go home. He finished it off.
Yeah.
I agree with you to some level that RGBs don't like.
Wow.
I'll kill
so
you.
much noise this episode. Prop that back up.
I agree with you on some level that RGB shouldn't be everything, but at the same time, there has to be RGBs. Like my RAM cards in there are 2 8-sticks, and I'm like, okay, but I want this to have color. And then the guy at the store went, oh, well then you want these. They're rainbow flame. And I go, what the fuck is a rainbow flame? And he shows me, and I go, I want it. Give me that.
His eyes just ignite. When you're, what's a rainbow flame?
It just comes down to the fact that customization is a very appealing thing for everyone.
Yeah, that's why you shouldn't get an iPhone.
Exactly.
Well, maybe my customization is no customization.
And you know what? That's fair.
That's valid.
It's valid, but
I think you're wrong.
But my fans came with lights.
and so there you
And
go.
it didn't advertise it. They were just red.
I mean, the
Okay.
ability to have all those options
Can
of
you
different
change
colors and
the
shit
lights?
is just nice. That's
Yeah.
what it comes down to.
I can probably change the lights. I haven't tried.
I was gonna say, because in that case, it's not RGB, it's just R.
You're right. Here's my R. There's the B.
The B is my walls.
And here's
Yeah.
the G.
2 G's.
The G is my dick.
GG's.
5G. My internet. 5G.
I need to get it looked at. It's green.
So okay,
Just my dick.
with my PC, first of all, my PC shit, but it's a compact PC, so
So it's even more shit.
it's even more shit than it should be. But what's cool is that there's lights in the front and on the bottom, and then on the top, or not the top, the back.
The places that you don't see.
Yes, but it lights up the wall behind it.
Oh yeah.
So anyway, there's a program that you can go in on the computer and you can change like all the different lights to whatever the fuck you want, and it's really cool. But the software that you use to change the lights is so fucking like it just takes up so much of the computer's power for some fucking reason.
That's so weird.
It's so dumb. It is so dumb. I tried playing a game with it open, and I was getting like 2 frames.
Oh.
So like your normal PC.
That's not a lot of frames, my friend.
You're right. That is quite a lack of frame rate.
It's like when I was playing Beat Saber on a mouse PC, and it just literally went to 5 frames a second, and it made me really motion sick.
Oh,
Yeah,
The game looked at you and they're like, he's doing too well. Just shut it down.
Basically,
Stop.
that's what happened.
imagine having motion sickness.
I'm trying to figure out what's causing.
Imagine
this
being a
stuttering,
normal
but I don't know
human.
what it is.
It's probably.
Imagine needing glasses.
It's probably you
Oh, yeah,
you just
you're
don't have
right.
a powerful enough graphics card.
Kenny,
it?
your face is looking extra blurry today.
I'll end you. I literally have one of the most powerful graphics cards on the market.
I know. Whenever he walked in, he was like, "Hey, I'm gonna go buy a new graphics card." Like just just on the whim. Just like, "Hey,
wasn't
I'll
it
be back."
Wasn't it that night we were playing it when he
Yeah.
left?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
he was
came
like,
back
"Oh
in.
well, it closes in an hour. Better leave right now."
Yeah, and I was like, dude, I wish I could just like leave and go buy a new graphics card. And then he comes back, and I was like, you were working on something on your laptop, and I was
Probably
like,
my drawing.
yeah, and I was like, I really want to see him change the graphics card out. If that fucking phone goes off one more time, I'm kidding, I don't really care.
I thought you were actually mad.
Whenever,
Bitch, you thought.
whenever he walked back in, I was like, I really want to see him put this new graphics card in because I find it really like cool seeing all the parts. So we went up there and he pulled it out and he goes, "Look!" He turned it around. I go, "It's a 2080 Super," and I was like, "Whoa!" And then he pulled it out of the fucking box and it came with like the little like big ass like, "Thank you for buying this graphics card."
Oh, yeah.
And then he grabbed the bag with the the big anti-static bag. And he goes, "Ooh, bag."
This man holding a $700 piece of equipment is like, ooh, bad.
like when you like
This
the
thing, and I throw it out the
like when SpongeBob and Patrick buy that mega TV and
then
they
keep the
toss
box.
it in the trash and keep the box.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. No. But it was good. I like seeing the lights because whenever we first plugged it in, we were like, "Oh yeah, drivers," but then it was like already updated, and then I read the little thank you pamphlet. He's like, "Please go to this website to get the whatever." So I went over there, and he saw the regular driver download, and he saw the RGB demo thing, and he goes, "RGB." So quick. He goes, "That's all I need." The second he downloaded the actual installer for it, he just closed the webpage off.
I like to buy my PC parts not so that I can use them, but just so I can have the lights on.
And the bag.
And the bag.
And the bag. The most important part.
But yeah, no.
I feel like you would get all your parts in triangle lights
Yes.
just to
I
light
so
up.
So that you
badly-
can keep the aesthetic of your room going.
Yeah, I so badly want. If that's the case, I could just get the the Alienware.
No.
Oh,
like
that triangle.
yes,
pyramid
there's
case.
literally
They have
a
a pyramid
pyramid.
case?
There's literally a pyramid
Oh
case.
my god.
And it's really weird.
It's all
But-
a pyramid scheme.
And you can like open it up. I'm kidding, you can't open it. But so
Or it
no, I
has a mummy
really.
inside.
It has
the-
Pyramid Head inside from Silent Hill.
Yeah.
What a good character. I love that.
You're right. He like basically isn't a character. He's just a threat.
Yeah, but it's
He's
just,
an embodiment of the main character's
just
life.
Pyramid Head is just a computer.
He's just
Computer Head.
He's Cloud from Fire Emblem. Fire Emblem. Fuck.
Wow!
that's almost as bad as me saying
My favorite
saying
Fire
the
Emblem
Zelda
character.
sword.
I'm just gonna turn off my mic.
It's Connor's turn to get
3
the
hours.
fuck out.
No, 30 minutes.
That says 3 hours.
Oh.
We're at 30 minutes already.
3 hours.
Nice.
So anyway, yeah, no, about the lights. No, don't talk.
Yeah, your microphone's off.
Oh yeah,
Your mic is off.
microphone's off. Yeah, your mic's off.
Your mic is off.
Your
Your mic is off.
Because you made a bad joke.
Your mic is
Yeah.
off.
No, you just
Your
made
mic is off.
You just made it bad.
Okay, so anyway,
Your mic's now on.
Oh my god, you suck.
So I want to get more of those lights for this room, but the thing is
Just blind all our viewers.
they're so expensive.
All our 2 viewers.
Yeah, I don't know why those are so expensive.
Well,
because
they're
people
Because-
will pay that
yeah.
much.
well, no, well, not really. It's because it's in such a tiny like fucking frame. Like they're so thin
Oh,
and it's so bright and vibrant
Yeah, no,
And
those
also,
are bright ass hose.
Yeah, and I have the. You can get one that's a little bit a little bit less expensive. But I got the one that came with the sound unit, which like if I put it on the setting, then it'll just like flash lights to sound.
Oh yeah.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah.
Do that.
Did I not show it to
No,
you?
I haven't seen that.
Dude, like I will show you after the podcast because playing Polyphia on the speaker and just putting it next to the lights, it looks so fucking cool.
Uh-huh.
I think what I'll do is
By the way, listen to Polyphia.
No,
Anyway, go
don't
on.
do that.
I think what I'll
Shut the
do
fuck
is
up.
when I change a bulb for the projectors, I'm just gonna take the old one
And put in RGB.
and just stick it somewhere in my room.
I see.
And then when I turn that one on, that's my light.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
It's not RGB though.
Yeah, it's not.
It's just white.
Isn't that stealing from a company?
No, they're basically trash.
The company that is.
When you open them, they're basically trash.
Well, no, when you take them out of the projector.
Garrett, it's a
after
joke,
they've
all
been-
right?
You know
Cool
those
it.
you know those things
Cool
last
it.
like 4,000 hours?
Cool it.
Oh, I know.
My
why
fucking-
it's so
my fucking
dark
lights-
in here. Can you flip that switch behind you?
Oh yeah.
Is there a switch behind me? Does this set off the bomb?
Brilliant.
Wow.
Did you guys want to see the podcast? well, now you can.
Before it was mood lighting, and now it's lighting.
Yeah. So
We took the mood out. No more emotion.
Yeah.
So Zach, when are we gonna have a In the Dark podcast?
absolutely never.
It's called all the other podcast episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That didn't
Let-
happen.
let me-
Before the cameras.
Let me
Yeah.
make my joke.
Well,
Pussy.
Garrett wouldn't let me
You
make
made
my
it.
joke, so
It
it's
was-
going around, all right? Now you got to stop Zach from making a
Did
joke.
I interrupt your joke?
No, you didn't interrupt it. You just didn't comply.
So,
So basically, he interrupted.
with the
There's a
lights,
difference.
No.
Okay.
what's really nice also about the lights is that the way that you stick
They
them
keep
onto
the room
wall-
bright.
They keep the room bright. No, all you have to do is you have to stick 3 of the 3M tape things that they come with onto each corner, obviously. But what's cool is that it comes with a tab where you can just easily pull it off. That way you can just take them off the wall and you can put them in whatever pattern you want. The problem that I'm having right now is that for me to put all of the 15 panels that I have, it came with exactly enough 3M tape and not any extra. So if I want to actually take them off the wall and redo the pattern, I have to buy more of the tape strips.
The problem is that
which-
you're not using thermal paste.
That is exactly the problem, actually. But I really want to be able to get at least a few just for here. But they did come out with a new... so for them to connect, obviously, there's just one power unit.
Sponsored by Xbox Connect.
Yes.
Dead device.
There's one power unit that you plug into one of the triangles. And then there's like little chips that you put into each one that you just connect each one. And then it just lights them up as you connect them. But they came out with a little bit of a longer one that's also flexible. So then you can put one of the triangles at the top of the wall and then flex it up to continue onto the ceiling.
Nice.
So you can like do it all the way around. And that's super cool. And I would totally do that if it wasn't, again, so much money.
How much is it?
For 15 of those panels with the sound unit, it was $300 and something.
Just get a Sharpie.
Which is exactly as much as my watch.
Ikea.
Just get a Sharpie. Do the rest.
Color.
Okay, yeah.
Color the walls.
Color the walls as they're supposed to flash.
I mean, it's not gonna light. It's not gonna light up.
But it'll be
But
a
it'll-
very easy solution.
It'll look like triangles on your wall.
Good thing I just repainted my walls white, so it'll make it look even better.
Yeah. As long as you know are good at art.
Which I'm not at. You know what I do need to do, though, is finish painting.
Yeah, because it's like because I didn't even notice until he pointed it out. But in his room, it's like one wall is painted or something.
So the wall, whenever you first walk in, the wall that you're looking at, and then the wall to your right, at the very, very top, it's still blue. Because I didn't finish painting it because I'm not tall enough. And yeah,
called a
I
ladder
get it,
forehead.
I get it. But
No, I was gonna say grow taller.
I was so lazy, and that's a very, very good character thing for me, is being lazy because I can't finish everything, and I love getting in trouble for not finishing anything. It's just the best.
See,
That
when
was
you
some
s-
tasty sarcasm.
Yeah, you said love, but I think you mean hate.
No, I think I mean love.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just wear heels.
You know what? I can walk pretty good in heels. I have 3 sisters.
Heels were originally
Pretty well.
invented for butchers to get them out of
If
the
you
blood on
wore
the floor.
if you wore heels, it would make your ass look great.
Thank you.
The shoes.
Not that it doesn't already.
The shoes.
Yeah,
You're right.
because it's just the way you hold yourself when you're wearing
Yeah,
heels.
props you up. Hold your booty up. The
Yeah.
shoes.
Are you sure?
I
Zach, do you wear Spanx?
have any idea on how to contribute
No.
to this conversation.
Well, just
You should.
just compliment Zach's ass. That's what all we're doing.
Okay, everybody go around.
Why
Call
would
me
I
my
do
ass.
Zach, your ass is big gay.
Wow, thank you.
Your ass is fat, but not in a good way.
It's a little asymmetrical.
I already
The
contributed.
cheeks are incongruent.
One's concave.
Your chest hole went to your ass.
Oh yeah, fun fact. I have a hole in my chest. Not actually.
Yeah, from a
real hole.
bullet.
Yep, I got shot.
You can
and I
cosplay
lived.
Tony Stark really well.
That's not actually not a
That's
bad
the
idea.
that's the best thing to come of it.
So I
Side,
don't actually.
the other best thing is the fact that you can eat soup out of it.
It's not that big. I can take 2 spoonfuls of cereal though.
Yeah, exactly. Same thing.
Yeah.
Cereal's a soup.
Okay, so
Technically.
anyway, I don't actually know what it's
Fight
called.
me on it.
Someone's gonna fight you in the comments.
No, it's a salad, you fuck.
I'm
I
gonna
don't-
stab you through the chest.
I don't actually know what it's called, but what it is that it's just my rib cage is like growing inward, and so that's what makes the dent.
I mean, I don't think your ribcage is growing anymore.
It's getting deeper. It has gotten deeper throughout the years.
That's probably it. I assume.
You're giving it too much sustenance. You have to let it stop growing inward.
It's gonna just like totally invert, and then you're gonna have ribs going out your back.
Well, see,
You're
the
gonna
thing
be
is
like a
that
Silent Hill monster.
if it gets too deep, then it'll start pushing on things that it's not supposed to be pushing on, and then I have to have surgery. Do you know how they fix that?
They break your bones.
They break your rib cage into a bunch of parts and then rebuild it, and then like put metal sheets in there to hold it. And if your body, one of my mom's friends had to do this, and her body did not like the metal, so it was rejecting the metal, and then she got infected, and then they had to like wait, and she just had like this broken rib cage for a couple days.
Yeah, I don't-
And then they had to go back in and open her back up, and then rebuild it.
Anything surgery related, I fucking hate.
Well, it's like if you
Well, stop being
if your bone doesn't get set right.
You're right. Why didn't I think of that?
If you break a bone and it doesn't get set right, the doctors will break it again so that they can set it right.
Oh, speaking of breaking bones,
That's what I would need to get my pinkies fixed.
Jesus.
Is to,
Wait, what,
to break
what
them.
happened?
since when?
They've been that. Like
I've
that
never
since forever.
noticed that.
I got crooked pinkies.
But they just
That's pretty
is
good to
that
pick
just
things
normal?
up though. Can
Like
you
that,
imagine? Like they just can't fall off because
or there's just is that like natural or did you
Yeah, I
hurt
mean,
them?
I think it's like it was something about the actual ligament themselves
Gotcha.
that made them crooked.
The what?
They grew
The
too much
ligament.
on one
The
side.
ligament. The
Shut
ligament.
the fuck up.
Ligma.
But okay, speaking of breaking bones, because the other day I made a joke about time prison to you two.
Oh,
and you
yeah.
didn't know
And
what I
then
was
you
fucking
broke
I
talking
knew
about.
what you were
Hard.
talking about.
You did?
I think so.
Time prison?
I know what time prison is.
Okay, no. What do you think I was talking about?
I thought you were talking about the pill that they were talking about, where they're like,
Shut. I don't care.
Oh.
What did you think I was talking about?
okay, I just told you what I thought you were talking about. You
never
just
mind.
told me to shut
you're
up.
right. I forgot. So listen, there is because we all know about like bad, like deviant art, shit like that.
Yep.
There is an old like web comic someone did, and I don't know the context past this individual comic entry, but it is Shadow the Hedgehog is broken out of time prison. And Bugs Bunny says, "What did you do while you were in time prison, Shadow?" And Shadow said that the duration that he was in time prison for is a lot longer than real life because it's time prison.
Yep.
So he was held outside of the boundaries of time. So he was, for him, in time prison for like 10,000 years. And he got so bored and started to feel himself get so crazy that he started to break his bones so that he could stay sane. And over time, he would just break all of his bones. And he got to the point, after about 5,000 years, where his body would heal his bones back immediately. But because of how often he broke all his bones, his body like solidified in place so it wouldn't let him keep breaking bones. And then through sheer willpower, he forced himself to move, which would break his bones. So every inch that his body moves, it breaks and replaces his bones immediately.
What the fuck?
So yeah, I don't remember why it came up while we were fucking grocery shopping, but something made me remember time prison.
What the actual fuck?
It's not even like something came up that made you remember it. He just was like, I'm going to put my arm here and put everything in the buggy. And you just said, I'm going to put you in time.
Also, just around the table, do you say buggy or cart?
What?
I say
Who
buggy.
the fuck says Buggy?
Yeah,
It's
why
a
did
shopping
shopping
cart.
cart?
Grab a buggy. What? Who the fuck? Why would you call it a shopping cart?
That's what it's called.
Hey, you know how? Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up! You know how when you're on Amazon and it says
Add to buggy? You're telling me you don't inspect Element to correct their error?
I want that on a shirt. Add to Buggy.
You all say shopping cart.
Yes.
Everybody does.
No.
The only people that say buggy are people overseas.
You're
And
you
you apparently.
You are in Plano. You call it buggy.
I've never heard anyone call it.
I've
buggy
literally
except you.
never. I didn't know that was a thing.
Zach, do you have like family that's from England?
You know, it's not just me. Everybody everybody that I have ever asked. 'cause I've
Everybody,
asked
clap your hands.
Da, 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 da. Every single person has said buggy.
Well, you can't go to the special ed room and get answers.
Can't go to the local mental hospital.
I am
Can't
very
fly overseas to
upset.
London and then come back and use it like data here.
When did this turn into a roast session of Zach?
Grab a buggy. Do you realize how quick that is than just saying, oh yeah, just say cards. I get it. Buggy. Do you realize looking at a shopping cart and being like, that's a shopping cart? And then stop. But then instead looking at it and being like, that's a buggy? Not only does the name buggy give it individuality, but it also gives it a personality.
Hey, Zach, what exactly is a buggy?
I don't know
Hold
what
on.
you're talking about.
Shut the fuck up. What do you mean it gives it personality? If you refer to them all as Buggy,
No, the smaller ones are tiny buggies.
Oh my god, I fucking hate you.
they're buggos.
They're buggos.
Buggies and buggos.
And the car ones are what would they call them?
Are auto buggers.
Auto bugs.
Boomers?
The vroomers.
Oh, okay.
Are these real things that you think, or are you making this all up?
I call the car ones vroomers because only the boomers drive them. I'm kidding. I don't call them vroomers. I do call shopping carts buggies.
But why?
I don't know.
He just explained it to us. He wants to name every shopping
There's
cart.
also, I'm pretty sure everybody does this. At
This
least I
one's
hope
Dave.
so, or else I'm gonna get roasted again. But
one bugs.
I
Here we
know,
go.
I know some people that legitimately get angry when I call Whataburger Waterburger.
Well, because
Yeah.
it's not.
Purpose?
Yeah, because it's not Waterburger. Who
I mean,
else is
I'm not
called
upset about it.
Yeah, no,
I don't
I-
fucking
Do you do that on
care.
I mean,
purpose?
Whataburger.
But it's what a burger.
No,
It
that,
is
I mean, when I was
Whataburger.
younger,
Like, even
before,
as a kid, I also said Waterburger.
Yeah.
So, but eventually I learned it was called Whataburger.
But now I'm
But-
matured, and now I want
Yeah,
to go to
it's like-
Yes,
Whataburger.
it's like
now
I
sophisticated.
used-
Oh, yes, the Whataburger down the
Oh,
street.
yeah.
no, I used to call it Whataburger, but then I grew up.
Aw, how
You guys-
cute.
You guys-
I'm in fucking PJs right now.
There's
He was in
nothing
a
wrong with
kick-ass
that.
robe,
I
too.
used to think that Ellen DeGeneres was named
Ellen Degenerate.
Ellen DeGeneres because she would always give people
That's
things.
funny though. That one's good.
Yeah.
That's good. I like
Hey
that
guys, bone apple teeth.
one. So you said
I as a kid got terrorist and tourist mixed up.
Oh no.
That's
Well, I never
that's
like
a big problem.
No, I know. I never like said
Daddy,
it.
I'm a terrorist.
No, I never said the words to people. Like it was never a thing. I was fucking 5.
Yeah.
What the fuck do I
You
care?
weren't walking around going like, I'm
But
a
like,
terrorist.
yeah, no, yeah, yeah. I didn't go to London and be like, "Hi, I'm a terrorist." But
Get that child!
just 5 people tackle me. But like, just legitimately, I had them swapped in my head. I don't know why. It's just that was the case. Also,
How did you know what a terrorist was? I guess 9/11.
I don't know.
It was probably
You
a
just got
word.
out of time.
I didn't know about. Yeah, I just got out of time for being a terrorist.
That's like when they tackled you, they
No,
broke their own bones.
You were in time prison for being a tourist. Come on.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, we fucked
Also,
up the joke.
also as a kid, I had speech issues, which you wouldn't know now. Thank you.
Same.
But so I couldn't pronounce K's. Ironic, considering it's the first letter of my being.
But could you pronounce C's?
The soft ones.
Like
That's an ass.
that's a soft C sound.
That's an ass.
But so I
Because a hard C sound would be "k." What would a soft C sound be? The sound that C-E. Fuck you.
No, but just a little bit like.
You whisper the "k."
Yeah.
Yeah. That's how you do all soft letters.
I love how Zach just went, that's an S.
Okay, not the point. So I couldn't pronounce
That
my
is the point.
I couldn't pronounce my K's, so they were all T's. So whenever I saw a nice little pretty kitty that I wanted to pet, well, I went up to the titties and I said, "Wow, look at the titties. I really like these titties."
And then you grew up to say the kitties for the titties.
No, I just say titties when I talk about titties.
Yeah.
No,
But
so,
no, literally, so like, but that was something I did say in public. I would be like, "Oh my god, look at the titty," and my parents were like, "No."
So
Look at the titties.
I have a very similar story. When I was
No, you don't.
little,
I am my own
Oh,
person.
but I do.
Not in time prison.
But yeah.
You're still your own person in time prison.
But anyway,
I'm sorry, I know less about time prison than you.
Yeah, because one of the tempers.
when I was little, I couldn't pronounce the word chocolate. I would say fuck it.
I thought you were gonna say cocklet.
Nope,
I
would
think you've
say-
actually mentioned
I've-
this to me before.
I would say fuck it. And
I also say fuck it.
One year at like because my family lives somewhat close to each other
Mm-hmm.
because we're all in this town basically. But they would just be like, "Hey Connor, say chocolate," and be like, "Fuck it," and they would do it over and over again.
Yeah, because little kids cursing is funny.
You're
They,
like,
they would
"Mommy, I
just
don't
they would just
wanna
laugh
say
their
this."
It's
asses
the
off.
only thing that they're
They
good
would
for.
laugh their asses off, and my grandma was mortified.
I
Grandma.
If I have a kid, I'm going to name him Fuck, just so that I can hear him curse all the time.
No, you'd hear yourself curse all the time. You
Yeah.
fucking idiot.
Yeah, but then he would
You fucking
copy
buffoon.
me.
Hey, stop calling his kid. He's not born.
And also, while we're on the topic, little bit, but still cursing. There was at one point when I was like 8, where I heard my aunt say shite, which I just thought was like how you instead of saying shit, you could say shoot. You know, it's like it means the same thing, but it's a different word. So I heard her say shite once, and I just thought like, oh, it's another fill-in instead of the curse word. I don't want to say the curse word.
I mean, it's kind of a fill-in.
Kind of, but still, you're saying shit. It's like London's shit.
It's like someone saying, what was it, Scheisse,
Yeah.
basically.
But so there was one time where I was with literally all of my family, and I just shouted "shite," and they all turned and they're like, "Where did you hear that?" And I just pointed straight at my ass, and she just was like, "What?"
She just looked at you like, "You fucking little rat."
And then she put me in stitches.
Oh.
Snitches get stitches.
Wow.
Yeah.
How do you put
So-
someone in stitches? You give them stitches.
No.
I was a little kid.
Very.
Were you?
Yeah.
So-
All she has to do is just, like, over a bridge.
That's murder.
Like rope your nutsack under a bridge? What the fuck what's that?
No, over, like, toss. Just throw 'em.
You mean like that?
You can use one hand if you're 5.
But you went up at such like a slow
You
distance.
cup the
it's
balls
like,
and then you toss.
Actually, it just looked like you were going up to cup them.
So,
Remember, twist and pull.
Twist and pull.
I also had a speech thing when I was younger where I couldn't pronounce my R's.
Same.
And so, you know, anytime I wanted to say like girl, I'd say girl. Or if I
Goyle.
just said it again.
Goyle.
Yeah. But that's why I don't know if you guys noticed, but every once in a while, like I will say my R's wrong. And I think about it, I'm like, fuck. But there's one time where, because I had to do speech class when I was in elementary school to try to fix it. And there was, I was friends with twins. And they were twin brothers, and they have almost the exact same name. I can't even remember what they are now, but they
Greg and Craig.
no It was-
Terry and Carrie.
let's go on. So anyway, she was like
Mark and Bark.
one of them was
Bark.
Let me finish my fucking story. So
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have 2 kids. I'm gonna name one something normal and one something fucking stupid.
Like Bark.
so anyway,
Short
one
for
of
Barkus.
them no one of them was in my class.
Mark and Marcus.
Okay, I'm just
Bark
gonna
and
not tell
Barkus.
my story.
Go on.
We done?
No.
Yeah.
Let's keep going.
Cool. Let me finish the story now.
Okay, go.
Maybe.
So
anyway,
I knew you were gonna do this. One of them was in my speech class, and so the teacher was like, "Hey, go get whatever the fuck his name is." and bring him to class. And I was like, okay. So I went to the class that I thought he was in, and I was like, hey, we need to go to speech class. It's time to go. And he said, okay. And he got up, and we went back over there, and we walked in, and she said, who is this? And I said, this is the kid you just told me to get. And she said, no, that is his brother. And I looked over, and I was like, I don't think that's his brother. No, I'm pretty sure that's him. And it dawned on me, why did he agree to go to speech class when he doesn't have speech class?
Because you want to get out of regular class.
Well, when you're that, like, how old were you?
Yeah, also, when you're that young, you just sort of like listen.
You just if someone says, "Hey, we have to go somewhere," you just agree.
You're just like, oh yeah, sure, why?
That's why
fair.
kids get kidnapped.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I mean, he's not
Turn
wrong.
that into a very dark subject.
But no, it was in like fourth
I
grade,
made a
think.
joke about tossing a kid off a bridge. Why is it?
Because
Well,
It's
because
like
at least they
when they're
got
tossed
it.
off the bridge, it ends there.
No, it's basically just the story of, Mom said I can't talk to strangers. And you're like, well, I'm Bob. Now we aren't strangers. And I'm like, okay.
Wow.
I'm Bark.
Pennywise did that one. Pennywise did one of them.
Hey there, Georgie.
You want a balloon?
I hate
Clowns?
no. My mom hates clowns. So fun fact, my mom hates clowns to the point of like she sees one and it's like fucking she goes ape shit. And so one time
Starts throwing her own shit.
yes. And so she
So you threw a clown at her, and then she threw her own shit
Yes.
at the dog, and
Yeah.
the dog chat.
no.
Oh, okay.
So
Probably say that into the mic. Thank you.
so anyway, my dad, because my parents are divorced, so I had to like keep swapping between every weekend. So while I was at my mom's, she had an apartment, and while she was out one time, my dad was like, "Hey, I want to pull a prank on your mom. So when I get to the apartment, let me in." And so I was
That's
like,
not the best thing
I was
for your
like-
ex-husband to do.
I was like, okay,
You'd be pretty upset if your ex-husband.
she didn't know. So anyway,
Yet.
yeah. And so I was like, okay, yeah, sounds good. And so one of my sisters and her boyfriend, who is now her husband, was living with us at the time. And she is also deathly afraid of clowns. And so my dad went into my mom's room and he propped the pillows up to look like someone was laying in the bed and then put a clown mask on top of where, whenever she moved
Very
the sheets,
cool.
then it would be a clown mask. And
Very cool, Kanye.
So then he left. And I just sat there and I waited until my mom came home, and then she went in her room to go do something, and there's just
And you heard a gunshot.
and it's just complete silence, and then you hear who the fuck, like, and then when she that's her walking over to see who's in the bed, and then when she pulls the sheets off, it's just bloody murder scream. Like, she gets so terrified of this clown
I thought you were going to
mask.
say, she's like, who the fuck? And then you just hear her hit the floor from passing out.
No. And so
And then she couldn't sleep in her bed ever again.
and so then she was like, someone come get this mask out of my bed because I'm not going to touch it. And so then my sister was like, I'm not going to touch it. And I was like, well, I'm not going to touch it. And so from what I remember, we actually had to get my dad to come back over. And my mom would not allow him to bring it out and let her see it again. So he had to grab it with a trash bag and have it
And
in the
invert
trash
it.
bag. And not only is that like just like why is she that scared? I asked her. I do know why. It's because of It. The original It is the reason why she's so afraid of clowns.
Tim Curry.
But it's not even like that. That's just the clowns are the only thing she's scared of. I know she listens to every episode, so I'm sorry. But anytime you say the word maggots, she just freaks
I mean,
out.
I don't like the word either, but
What about moist?
I don't think anyone's scared of the word
Yeah,
moist.
no.
Yeah,
it's
you'd
just-
be
it's just
surprised.
not
It's
comfortable.
more
It's
like
uncomfortable. It's not scary.
don't like the idea of
Moist. Fuck! It's like-
Wake up in a cold sweat. Oh no!
I'm so moist!
Not again.
I don't know. You tell a girl, you're like, hey, commitment. And they're like, fucking take off running.
Wow, got him.
It's a
Oh, I thought you were gonna
Okay,
make
but
a
commitment
joke
isn't
about a girl
moist.
being moist.
You're moist.
No, I'm not.
Can we stop saying that?
No.
Moist.
Are you uncomfortable?
No, I
Hey,
just don't.
hey,
I don't think anyone wants to
everyone,
listen to this.
everyone
that's
say it
Are you
on 3. Ready?
unmoistable?
No.
Hey, hey, say moist on 3.
No one's gonna want to listen to that.
You're ruining the joke. Good. Moist.
Hey, so next bit.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's go on.
This is a little bit outdated just at this point. It's been like
It's a little bit and it's outdated.
it's been like about a week and a
Anytime
half.
you talk, make sure you grab the mic.
It's been like a week and a half since it happened, but did you
Continue.
I assume at least most of us saw the whole thing with College Humor.
Yeah, I saw
About how
that.
they went under.
Yeah, they like got shut down basically.
Oh, what? I did not see that.
Yeah. So everyone lost their jobs at College Humor, which they're all going off to do their separate things now, which is good. Like Drawfee is continuing on doing their own Drawfee bits. They're working in their apartment now, recording their sessions and shit.
Damn.
They're still having fun. It's still their drawing.
I mean, the guy who runs College Humor is trying to like take over the whole company himself.
Yeah.
But like it's all the money's gonna have to come out of his pocket, and he doesn't have any money.
But the reason I bring it up is just because I was watching Brendan Lee Mulligan, who's the CEO dude. He's literally the Brian David Gilbert of College
I
Humor.
absolutely love that man.
Or
He's great.
was the Brian David Gilbert of College Humor.
And he's a DM, so
Yeah, no, that's what I'm bringing up. He's got his own podcast channel, Dimension 20. So if people want to go support that, since he's technically out of that job. But so he did one recently with the McElroys.
Nice.
He had a session with and it wasn't just the brothers, it was Clint too.
Nice.
And so it's great. It is he's basically made a world within the real world where it's all just tiny people and stuff, and toys are alive, and there's fairies and shit. And the thing is that all for like most of his that I've seen, it's like the first episode is out for free on YouTube, and then the rest you got to watch on Dropout, which is understandable. Go support them. But Justin McElroy's character in that session, in that campaign that he's running now, is reason enough for me to get a Dropout subscription so I can continue watching him play
really?
that character. His character, have you seen it yet?
no.
So he's playing the non-copyright Lego Man, which it was like a Click It Man or something. I can't remember what it was called.
Okay.
But so his whole deal, because with the way it works in that world, is that the toys come alive because of the love and the presence of like children around. And so he was lost in one of the kids' car seat for 2 years, and he was in this purgatory of sort of being alive and not being alive, because he'd be around when he was in the car seat, but also like he didn't know he was there, so there was no love, so he was only like somewhat sentient.
Right.
So he just had to sit there for 2 years.
Jesus.
And so he has 5 split personalities, all based off of the body that he switches off to, because he has like a pack of just the other Lego bodies to be. And so there's an astronaut, a police officer, just a regular fancy man. There's one I'm forgetting. Oh yeah, like a French Spanish like.
Conquistador?
Yeah, no, not conquistador. Like ex mob boss or something. Like he's got that mindset, and then a Dino Man. And it is so fucking good, because like just as the regular fancy man, he's got like his own quirks, and the Dino Man, he acts it out fully, so he's just got his two like circular hands. and there's a bit where he's trying to get into like a casino. And he's like, "Hey, I'm the new showbiz guy here. I'm here to audition to be the new show for while everyone's eating." And they're like, "Well, what can you do?" And he's like, "Well, I'm mostly PG. I'm for kids. But if you need me to get nasty, well, I'll get nasty." It's so great. Watch it, please.
Justin's characters are always phenomenal.
Yeah, exactly.
His character in Graduation.
Still have yet to see.
Is
Since my point leaving off with Amnesty, I haven't gotten to keep up with it.
But it's a unnamed Fearbulg, because they don't use names, so they're still working out his name.
Call him Masterfield.
And he's like the funniest character out of the 3, because he's so like deadpan about everything, and then he'll make jokes based off of like him not knowing anything, but then because he's slowly learning about economics, so he'll just like use really complicated words for things, and then like I do not understand what this means. It's so funny.
Justin is so good at making a just fun character, and then Travis sticks to, like, from what I've seen, just sort of one shtick, which no problem with that. And then Clint is Clint.
Yeah.
And Griffin is incredible all the way around. I was showing you the McElroys the other day when they, for example, when they had the little screen text thing on their desk, and it was like, I am horny for teamwork.
Yes, yeah.
They are so fucking funny, and their D&D podcast is great.
Mm-hmm.
The first one, because it's the Adventure Zone, the first one, like the session, the campaign itself, the story is a little bit long. Goes up to it's like 69 episodes. Nice.
No, I think
it's like 72.
So,
Isn't it?
something around there.
yeah, it's
But I wanted to say 69.
It's-
Nice.
It's
Yes.
amazing.
It's really, really good. Like, it's legitimately very funny, very entertaining, and also just a really good story.
And at times, rips your fucking
Yeah.
heart out,
Yeah.
stomps on it, and says, fuck you, before kicking it across the room.
Yeah.
because
So-
Griffin is just great at storytelling.
Yeah. But so, yeah, that was my little personal desire plug.
So, so College Humor is just not a thing anymore?
Yeah, basically. I mean, it's like
They're-
hanging
they're-
on.
They've-
I mean,
It's
they've
on it's on a
fractured.
They
thread.
still
I
have-
really,
they still
really
have
want their
Dropout.
last episode to be CEO of College Humor.
Well, I mean, everyone's lost their job.
yeah, I know.
They're not
but
on a payroll right now.
I know. Just do it for free. I'm kidding. It's
No,
a
I
joke.
think they still have.
You
like,
can do it for exposure.
They still
it's
have a
fine.
lot of dropout episodes.
yeah.
Just pay me ahead of time.
Pay me in advance.
They still have a lot of
the
dropout episodes
connections.
that they recorded beforehand.
Mm.
So like they still got content. They just like are needing to find something so they can keep running.
So they can do a long term.
Which is also, it's just in general a heartbreaking thing. I have not stuck around with College Humor lately just because it's sort of a thing that as my subscription feed has left it behind. But it's iconic for just internet content.
Yeah.
College Humor has been a thing for a long time.
Yes.
Since like almost the beginning of YouTube.
Yeah.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
That's unfortunate.
But YouTube
YouTube's-
just doesn't really pay that much, so they kind of have to have their own thing.
YouTube just kind of fucks over content creators.
That's
Yeah.
why I'm really, really hoping. I really don't see it happening, but I really want another website to try and compete with YouTube.
I mean, I've been trying to support
Well, what was
Twitch
it?
as much as I can because I feel like Twitch is a good place for creators to do things and get direct support from viewers.
While that's
Well,
also good, Twitch
streaming-
also abuses
Yeah,
their
Twitch
terms
also-
of service.
Twitch is honestly probably a little worse than
Alinity.
YouTube because at least YouTube they're consistent with their.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, whoops, my bad. In my opinion, from what I've seen, YouTube is at least consistent with their fuck ups. Twitch shows specific
It's all
people
over the place.
Yeah.
favoring and fucks over anyone they don't agree with
'Cause
basically.
what, how many times has Alinity gotten away with stuff?
Fuck everything that she's done.
Yeah. So like
Ridiculous.
Twitch, like it's not that I agree with Twitch. I agree with the deal of streaming because streaming you record hours of content on end, and then you can clip it out and then edit that
Yes.
and then put that up somewhere. And then if someone just wants to watch the clips that people take out of your stream, they can do that as well.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, people can just directly support you rather than, oh, your subscriber count reached this amount of money here. This is what we decide to pay you.
We're gonna
now."
send and YouTube doesn't even pay based on subscription.
Yeah, they pay based off of your ad revenue, and then they also pay you based off of whether your ad is child friendly or not.
Yeah.
Which I don't know if you guys saw that, but they also said now you can't make kid friendly content because if you do, they can't
then you have
collect
to-
data,
well,
and
then-
then their ads, and because they
Yeah.
can't collect data, ads are going to be
So
wonky.
basically, because you can't collect data from minors as per the law, ads cannot be run because they can't track your ads, which means that if you make kid-friendly content, you are doing it of your own volition, no
Yeah.
payment.
and
Which
then,
is really
Crazy.
dumb.
and then you
Which is
have
why you got to get sponsorships, like
Yeah.
Raid Shadow Legends.
But then there was also, didn't JonTron make a video about how, like, you can't even talk about this whole shit or else YouTube will come down on you?
people have talked about it already.
yeah.
man.
I know they've talked about it, but, like, there was...
They probably got demonetized.
Yeah,
because
no,
of
exactly. That's what I'm saying. Because JonTron did a video about, because one of his videos got flagged for, like, demonetization, and he did this whole rundown on how bullshit the rules are. And it's been too long for me to remember exactly what it was, but there was, like, very hyper-specific shit that also included, like, talking about the official YouTube shit, where it was like, oh no, That's bad.
See, and the thing is that with me wanting a competitor for YouTube, it's for that, and also the same reason with Twitch, because YouTube does not follow their rules themselves with like how content's supposed to be on there. With streaming, it is better to stream on Twitch than YouTube, because if someone does, because someone can donate to a streamer through like YouTube's thing. But if they do, YouTube takes a large portion of the donation and only gives a small portion of the donation to the streamer.
Yeah.
And so that's why whenever anyone is streaming on YouTube, they'll set up a Streamlabs and they say, hey, if you're going to donate it to the
Twitch.
link in the description instead of like through YouTube. That way they actually get the full like donation.
Right.
But that's
YouTube
why
tries to make it like, oh, it's so easy to donate.
Yeah.
Use this link.
Yeah.
But you have to do it a separate way.
Yeah.
To actually get it to work.
That's why a lot of people are actually, with Twitch not exactly following their rules how it's supposed to be. That's why a lot of people were somewhat excited that Mixer ended up buying Ninja and who was the other one? Shroud. Because they think that, I really don't think that Mixer's going to get bigger than Twitch, but...
I mean, the only reason that Ninja and Shroud are on Mixer is
because they got paid a
They got
lot
a
of
huge
money.
paycheck.
A lot of money. I know. But at least Mixer like follows their rules, and like they're strict because it's Microsoft, but they're not like you can't cuss, you know what I mean?
They
like,
aren't Nazis about
you
it.
are, yeah, exactly. And so I feel like you're a lot more free on Mixer and everything. But I do want to start doing that thing where whenever I do stream, then I'm mainly going to be like streaming at that point, and then I'm just going to be taking clips from the stream and editing them and doing highlights on my channel. Everything, but first I got to get a computer. Also, we are at 1 hour and 8 minutes. So does anyone have
Is this the longest episode so far?
No, because we have the couple minutes in the beginning. I always let it run over because there's like a couple minutes in the beginning.
Okay,
where
you
it's just
right.
over. Yeah.
So basically, Zach's pretty gay.
Apparently. So
All right,
is there
get in the
anything
closet.
else?
Come out.
No, that's Garrett's. That's Garrett's whole.
Garrett, get in the goddamn closet right now. Garrett,
No, we
can't
ended
make
it
me.
last time. Remember, he said he was straight.
did we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's over
I
forever.
don't think you were there for that.
Oh, okay.
Watch
Well,
the podcast, nerd.
you can't tell me how to live my life.
But yeah, is there anything else you guys want to mention before you end?
I love you.
Hey, Raid Shadow Legends.
Yeah.
I don't
Kit
think.
Kat. Also sponsored by Kit Kat. Just kidding, but do it
wink-
anyway.
Everyone wink at the camera.
David
Hopefully Raid will,
Productions, who do judge you.
I don't think
Yeah,
you can
Jojo.
get sponsorships unless you're above a certain subscriber count.
Yeah.
So.
Did you, little side
you can
note,
always get more subscribers.
Did
so
you-
subscribe.
did you
Hit
see
that bell.
Oh yeah, honestly, please, if you can subscribe, it takes 0 time, and also once I get 100, I can get a customized link, and it won't say Wipeout 2 fan. Thanks.
You're one of those people now, aren't you?
Yeah, I have to.
Hey, like the video because it really helps the YouTube algorithm. And
Did you see Alpharad getting the Heelys deal, or potentially getting the Heelys deal?
oh my God, no way.
Did you see? Because Heelys tweeted out something like, "Hey guys, we want to know from you, like Heelys fans or whatever. We want to know who you would like to see as sponsor." And so Alpharad was like, "Real shit," and he was like,
Panda Global.
And so after enough people tweeted at Heelys about letting Alpharad be a part of their sponsors or sponsoring Alpharad, they announced that they were working out a deal with Alpha, and he was like, "Real shit."
Nice.
That's so funny.
amazing. But yeah, so that's going to be the end of this week's podcast. I do want to mention, I do have a new, I think it's going to be its own series, the game show. It is going to be its own series, so look forward to that. I believe we'll be recording it next week, and then if I have everything set up, and then I'll be editing it, and it'll be out the week after that. Because I'm going to do like actual like editing to the video, so it's going to take me a long time to do it. And so yeah, look forward to that, and thank you guys for listening, and I'll see you guys next week.
Cool.
Peace.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.